Welcome back to Let's Play Dungeons & Dragons Online Permadeath. And it's time to carry on with the Catacombs chain.
Speak with you at the top of his dais.
An undead Bane repeater. Well, that's tempting. It's a pity it's unholy undead Bane. D10 is not really better than the 2d6 holy that I've already got, so that's not so great. Biting might be okay. Right, my fortification's already higher than that. Spell resistance is pretty good. Magnetism works for an artificer as well. I'm not really using any spells that benefit from that much at the moment though. I guess I'll take this this biting repeater. I think that is a slight upgrade on my current main weapon. It's a pity about that one, but Undead Bane just isn't as good as the holy that I'm carrying. There's a lot of stuff that's almost good for me, but isn't really an upgrade on what I'm carrying, basically. Alright, well, we'll go with biting. Alright, I didn't spend any action points since last time, so I'm pretty much where I was at the end of the previous video. And I guess the big question here is, am I doing this one on Elite? And I guess I am. I don't think I have to run through any traps in this one. And that's always the test for an artificer. If you've got to run through the trap, then it's definitely... indeed, for Permadeath, if you have to run through the trap at all, then regardless of class, you don't do it Elite. Unless there's someone in the party to raise you. So I think I can do this Elite. Hopefully I won't get in there and realise I'm stuck behind a trap.
The sacred aura surrounding this place puts you at ease.
So, funny story, I died on one of my non-solo Permadeath characters in this very spot only a month or so ago. Maybe 2 months. And you might wonder how that can happen, since this is safe for any undead, and it wasn't through one of the archers shooting me. It was from the scorpion contained in that vase down there, which turned out to be a champion, chased me all the way up here. It was actually because I was trying to heal someone else in the party that I was with. I got them back up after they were incapacitated, and the scorpion came and killed me instead.
Cathedral. The power of the duality pulses in the air.
Okay, one champion. So I'm being careful not to break the vases until I've dealt with the undead this time. The dog's gonna charge into the trap. No. So it's kind of an embarrassing way to die to a scorpion in a vase that you didn't have to break. I didn't break the vase, so I don't feel too bad about it. And particularly since I saved someone else from the scorpion, I don't feel bad about it. Ooh, failed on a 4. Failed on a 2, but not fatally. Okay, we're gonna get it. If I can roll above a 4. There we go. Alright, well, we're gonna get revenge on the scorpion here. Uh-oh, it's a champion. Okay, I lived. It's okay. Okay, my dog might legitimately get me killed in here because of the enemies spawned out of breakables. Let's actually set him on defensive. Wow, that would have been funny if I told that story and then died to the champion in the vase.
The main
I mean,
lies ahead, despoiled by evil. The stones themselves seem to sigh and moan in agony.
funny for the viewers anyway. I don't think I would have found it funny at the time. Whoa, that animation was a bit weird there. That's interesting, my dog went and broke that vase anyway. I guess the dog sort of flips between modes in that situation. Something's threatening me, so it goes into attack mode. Well, not attack mode because it's in defensive mode, but it goes into doing attacks, and that means it can also break vases if it sees one nearby. It's a bit weird. Okay, more traps here. This is a spot where I can die if I play this badly. I'm not sure if there are cold jets or something in these side things as well. I don't think there are, but I'm not totally sure. Let's park my dog and drop down over here. This is a totally safe way to do it, I think. Ah. Well, maybe that wasn't such a good plan then. Because now the traps are between me and the switches. Okay, let's sacrifice my dog to the trap. I got lucky and he made it free. Yeah, I was just playing with an abundance of caution there, since going through the trap at all can be lethal. Okay. Is that rat actually going to pop up? There it goes. Bit of lag today.
Words are etched in the archway. Shrine of the Avenging Maiden.
Alright, so these fights can be a little tricky.
Clattering like old bones, the bars of the Avenging Maiden shrine rise.
If I could get the white first, that would be ideal, but I guess I'm not going to get that lucky. Point blank shot is a big deal against the
Avenging Maiden stands before you. You will have to destroy
zombies, of course.
before you can cure it. As the white collapses, the protective magic surrounding the altar vanishes. It can be purified. The shadows and corruption cloaking the altar dissipate. A sound like a soft sigh fills the chamber.
Why is my... I did not put my dog back on aggressive, but he's decided to go ham on all the breakables anyway. It seems he just goes into aggressive mode when there are enemies around. Especially with the scorpions, of course. There can be enemies around, but the enemies can't attack you. Or you can't attack them, which gives the dog a chance to go fight something else. Oh wow, resistance +3. That is a big upgrade, I bet. I don't think I have a resistance item. Resistance items... oh, I have a +2. Resistance items are a lot harder to find these days. I think anything that boosts saves is well worth having. Sorry for the pause there, but yeah, anything boosting saves is well worth having, and that gives me, especially for reflex saves because I'm dicing with the traps. But saves in general are a big deal. Alright, it might be time to do the part of the quest most likely to kill me. Do have a 2d6 ice damage repeater. That's pretty good. Actually, maybe it's the next one that's the one that's gonna kill me. Yeah, this one with the hellhounds, of course. So I've got my frost repeater with extra frost damage on top. Yes, that's a lot of frost damage. Hopefully that gets through the hellhounds pretty fast. Once again, I think you saw an enemy there. Oh yeah, all that frost damage. If any of these hellhounds is a champion, then I could be in serious trouble. Okay, second hellhound. The fire damage from the hellhounds can be pretty devastating. And if, as I say, if any of them was a champion, there would be serious trouble.
Words are
All
etched
right.
in the archway. Thane of the Winged Serpent.
Missed one.
Shuddering and groaning, the bars of the Winged Serpent Thane rise.
What are we fighting in here? Is this skeletons? Gusts, that's okay. My cold damage works fine for them. Champion.
As the white collapses, the protective
If that thing had got within melee range, I might well have been killed.
be purified.
Champions do too much melee damage to let them get anywhere close to you. as I found to my cost only yesterday when
You will have to destroy the white guarding it before you can purify.
when a flesh render on elite tore us apart in Freenal. I'm still not really sure how I feel about the inclusion of champions in the game overall. I think it certainly adds an element to the combat that was missing for people like myself that have been playing the game a long time. Adds an element of uncertainty. But I feel like the tier 2 champions they added might be a little too powerful for what I'm looking for from Permadeath play, really. Because they do really mess you up. There's a lot of classes that don't really feel viable anymore. Unless you... Hellhounds are scary. Unless you just have larger parties or you always have someone able to raise in the group. Since I play a lot of solo and duo, I'm not so keen on that. I'm hoping that the flame turret makes it viable for this character to solo their way through, but we'll see. I did pretty well on my monk. I made it quite far, but in the mid-levels the champions do seem dangerous enough that it's real hard to stay alive if you just get one in your face at the wrong time. Okay, found level 1, didn't blow it up, so I should be safe with the traps. Despite still not having a good disable item. Just setting up for this final altar fight and then the end fight. This one is skeletons,
Chapel of the Conflagration.
so I definitely don't want to go in with cold damage, of course.
The altar of the Conflagration stands before you. You will have to destroy the white guarding before you can purify. As the white collapses, the protective magic surrounding the altar vanishes.
Okay, well that was a rush.
Purified now.
I wonder if my real problem on this character is going to be
Hear the cries of
fights where I can't run away. Kiting the enemies around is working pretty well so far. But there will be lots of fights where I don't get that option. Alright, it's the end fight, which has... Well, the end fight has more hellhounds. So I gotta be back on the frost repeater here. Frost, we've added frosting. There's a fair chance one of these hellhounds is a champion, I guess. Damn. Didn't move far enough to avoid the stun. Nice. I didn't like getting stunned while the Hellhound was coming at me though. That worked out well though, we somehow split them up.
The protective magic surrounding the altar vanishes. It can be purified now.
I guess my ablative armor might well be a saving thing against the champions. Maybe at higher levels it will soak enough damage that I can afford to get close to the champions and it not be an immediate kill. I'm not convinced though. Alright, that ends this quest.
As the shrieks of the vanquished undead fade, a small stone tablet appears atop the main altar. It beckons you.
Now I think for this one, I don't know, do I need to go... I think I need to go hard. I'm not convinced that I could survive the... I could survive Marguerite chasing me. And there's a good chance that she will chase, given that the dog will draw, or has a good chance of drawing aggro. So we'll drop to hard. Hard I think is reasonable in here. Let's go good with Frost here. Let's see. So I think the rule here is you go right if you don't have trapping and left if you do. If I remember right.
Groans and the cracking of stone echo up this passage.
Alright. The enemies are dying much faster on hard, of course. Is this the first quest that I've done on hard? Other than the solos? Yes, it is. The Hellhounds are less scary on hard, at least. Just the lower chance of getting champions is a big deal.
Fourth Patriarch of Stormreach.
What's my dog getting so excited about? He's not even on attack mode. I guess he's seen one of the breakables through the door.
Hideous laughter drifts up out of the dark.
Once again, lots of running away required.
Before you stands the sarcophagus of Cardinal Hengrith, third Patriarch of Stormreach.
Yeah, my hope longer term has to be that ablative armor and the flame turrets can take the worst of the champions for me. Even so, it's still going to be rough, and I will probably have to figure out
Rise through the dust-choked air.
which quests have fights that I can't back up in. Because I am needing to be able to back up a lot.
Before you stands the sarcophagus of Cardinal. As the third sarcophagus is warded, a roar of stone shakes the crypt. The floors of the tombs are disintegrating.
Okay, this should be the easy fight against the bats down here.
It doesn't look like you'll be able to get up to the room above from here.
That's the advantage of being on the trappy side. You have to fight the bats instead of the hellhounds. I don't trust this, so I'm sending my dog free first. Alright, shrine which I don't need, and more hellhounds around the corner.
The air grows colder as you round the bend. You hear raspy muttering and the clank of armor.
That frost repeater, so effective here.
As the white falls, the spell surrounding Bravonus' sarcophagus, something terrible stirs ahead near the sarcophagus of Cardinal Bravonus, first Patriarch of Storm.
This is why I always keep a fire weapon and a frost weapon on me at all times. It does make certain fights quite a bit easier. Okay, the plan here is going to be to run with the dog. And hope I don't get followed.
Faint, unearthly chimes seem to ring from up this passage, beckoning you to safety. The altar lies beyond the gates ahead of you. Succor is at hand.
Okay, it seems like we are not pursued. I'm gonna get my dog to pull these levers because there was for a while at least a bug where the traps would still go off here. Oh yes. This is why you only do elite permadeath when you know the quest inside and out. Because that would just completely unfairly kill you for no good reason. We might not get a breakable bonus here. Nope, no breakable bonus. Oh well. Yep, no more breakables. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.